I'm Reba with AppliancePartsPros.com. I'm going to show you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breaker's off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also, be sure to turn off the water. I'm going to show you how to change out your water tank plastic tube for your GE refrigerator. It should be a quick fix, won't take us very long. If you've already got the part, great. If not, click the link below or go to AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open the package, you'll get your new water tank plastic tube. Also, you'll need a union connector to complete this repair. The water tank plastic tube transports the water to your water tank inside your refrigerator. If there's a leak under your refrigerator or if you're not getting water, you would need to replace this tube. The water tank plastic tube really does make its way around much of your refrigerator. To get started, we'll need to disconnect the plastic tube behind the toe panel. Hope your floor is clean enough to eat off of, because we got to get low for this one. There's just 2 screws. Phillips head screwdriver gets in there nicely. Then that just comes right out. Now with the toe panel removed, you can see right here this tube. There's 2 of them. We're actually going to be replacing this right tube, not the left one that runs up the side, but the right one that runs underneath. These are quick release tabs. We're going to put a towel down because we're dealing with water. Now for this quick release tab, you don't need any tools. You just simply push the tab towards the blue, push the white little tab towards the blue, and pull the tube out. Now we'll go around to the back of the refrigerator and see if we can find out where the leak is coming from. We'll need to take off the back access panel. I'm going to use this 5/16" nut driver. Now that the screws have been removed, this access panel pulls right out. Now that the access panel is removed, we can see on the left side of the refrigerator the tube that we disconnected from the front. Move these wires back. There it is, running underneath the fridge to the front. Now it is water, so we're going to put a towel down before we pull it out. Just pull it out here. Now we're going to look for that leak, see if it's dry, if it's cracked, if it's leaking anywhere. If not, we'll have to go around to the front of the refrigerator and look closer to the water tank. Let's do that. We'll remove the crisper pan. It pulls right out. The glass pan cover, carefully pull that out as well. And this shelf, pull it up, and then it slides right out. Now, right here are behind the styrofoam are the plastic tubes that run into the water tank. I'm going to use my razor knife. There are 2 tubes here. You want to go in between them. Go real slow here because you don't want to slice any of the tube, just the styrofoam here. Now, pull this styrofoam piece off. Now you'll see the 2 tubes that connect to the water tank. The one on the left is the one we've already disconnected. The one on the right goes to the water valve. We'll go ahead and just pull that out, okay? And look for that leak. There we go. We can see it's dry and cracked right here. So I'm going to use a razor knife to cut above the leak. Now it needs to be a high enough cut so the union connector can fit and the new tube can go down there. So I'm going to come up here and cut actually higher. There we go. Here's the old water tank plastic tube next to the new one. If you've already got one, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. Okay, back inside the refrigerator at the water tank here, we're going to make sure that this is flush, and then we're going to add our union connector. Now it just slides right in. Give it a tug, make sure it's in there. Now the new tube slides into the other side. Push it in there, give it a little tug, make sure it's tight. And then we can thread the tube back through so we can get it down there to get it connected again. Now we'll go around back, find the tube, thread it under the refrigerator so we can connect it. Just stick it back in there and we'll be able to find it from the other side. Now we'll go to the front of the refrigerator and reconnect it. Here's the plastic tube that we pushed through from the other side. Make sure the edge is flush, and then you can just pop it right back into this union. Pull on, give it a little tug there, make sure it's in good, and then just put it right back underneath. At this point, we're going to turn the water on and check for leaks. If there are no problems with running water through the refrigerator at this point, you can begin to put the appliance back together. We'll start by wrapping the styrofoam around the water tank plastic tubes and the union connector. We'll put the shelves and crisper pan back in. Now remember, there are grooves here and on the other side. Line them up, and sometimes you'll have to pull on one side if it's a little tight to get it in there. Push it in, pop it down. Your glass pan cover sits right on top. Make sure it's in there. And your crisper pan slides right underneath. Now we'll put this access panel back on. Line it up with the holes from those 6 screws we took out earlier. I'm going to use this 5/16 inch nut driver again to screw them in. Final step is to attach the toe panel. Back down onto the kitchen floor. It's just 2 screws. I've got a Phillips head here. Put it in place. You can see there's a housing for these tubes and wires on the left. But because it's so far in there, I like to line up my screw inside of this holder right there. You're just gonna give that a couple twists. All right, and then to the other side. All right, now that we've got the toe panel back on, we can plug her in and she's ready to go. Thanks for being a part of another successful do-it-yourself repair. Share your repair with us on Facebook and look for all your repair needs at appliancepartspros.com.